Welcome to Out Loud with Rob and Rachel. This is what happens when two ADHD brains come together and think out loud.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in again to the Out Loud podcast with Rob and Rachel. How you doing today?
We matched, just in case anybody caught on. We matched. Yeah. We didn't even plan it, I promise. Yeah. Brown. Brown's my favorite color.
Low confidence. I got the Skechers on today. That's that's apparently a no-no.
Skechers?
Yeah, I posted
last year. Slip-ons. The back.
Yeah. I posted it on our other page, for our township page, about
so you got hate for it?
A lot of hate. Because it's like old man shoes. Even my kids laugh at me.
What's his name?
I don't even know.
He's a football player. Isn't he?
Well, they all have bad backs.
No, he's the spokesperson, or he used to be the spokesperson. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah,
but, he's a cool guy. So, if
it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Spokespeople?
No, I mean, Skechers, they don't work.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
The Skechers don't work?
No, they don't work.
Slip into them?
No, they're functional, but they don't work as far as the look goes. It's not a good look.
What about Hey Dudes?
I had some of those. Yeah.
So I was shopping yesterday at Marshall's, love Marshall's, and there was a couple behind me, and they were in the middle of a conversation. Should I get these? Should I not get these? And then she turned to me and she goes, he has so many pairs of shoes. And she said to him, you have to get rid of a pair if you buy them.
Oh, jeez.
And I looked and I go, do you really do that? And both of them at the same time said, no. And I was like, well, that would be such a good thing if you did. Buy one, get rid of one. Do you ever do stuff like that? I never do. I should, and I don't.
No. Sometimes with spices, because you gotta go through that anyway. You know what I mean?
But when you buy something like a pair of shoes or a pair of jeans or anything like that, you don't get rid of one. Do you ever do like a yearly purge?
Oh, I purge a lot, yeah.
Your clothing or everything?
Everything. Yeah, I purge 3 times a year. Yeah.
3 times?
Oh, yeah.
Your whole wardrobe?
And Gina loves it because her love language is act of service. So when she sees garbage bags leaving, it turns on. What?
You give it away?
The clothes I do, yeah.
So wait, but what's your rule of thumb for what you're giving away? 3 times a year? That's not even seasonal.
I don't know where it comes from. It just comes.
Well, if you're not throwing away when you buy a new pair of shoes, that's where it's coming from.
Yeah. I mean, usually I save the shoes for like yard work or something like that. But other than that, no, I don't know where the clothes come from, because I have workout clothes, I have cycling clothes, I have clothes.
I have same thing.
Different groups.
I try to give, actually, believe it or not, I do give my I have students who may need jeans and things like that. So as I come across things that I absolutely know that I'm not going to wear, I will give them away. But I still have ridiculously excessive amount of stuff I don't need.
Right.
Not just clothing, stuff. Stuff.
Garbage.
And I do believe that's an ADHD thing. I am a
bag of hangers, sometimes.
Do you have a bag of bags?
No, we don't. No, we don't do.
I have a bag of bags.
There. Yeah.
I have my 84-year-old mother lives with me.
Still?
Oh.
With the bag ban?
You have now. It's more than ever. You need a bag of bags.
Did you see that? There's more plastic consumption.
I think it was the dominant. I hate to say it, but I do think that
would have been good if it were.
Right. I think that was the most counterproductive initiative.
3 times
ever.
3 times as much plastic being dumped in, because what was happening too with those disposable bags, people would put their meat in it, they would get salmonella. Like that uptick went drastically up because people are reusing the same bags. Wild, right? And then you forget they have you walk in a store, you leave the bag, you buy new bags, and eventually you're throwing them all out.
Yes, exactly. Do you know how many times I walk into a store and I forgot my bags and I just buy 2 99-cent bags? Then I got 17 of them in the
trunk.
trunk.
The problem. They're not expensive enough.
Right. You're just
to walk back to your car.
And I just went shopping at a store. She was like, do you want to buy a bag for 10 cents? I was like, sure.
My favorite line when it comes to things political is that good intentions don't always make good policy.
Well,
it's really a powerful.
That's the way it is in education as well. I mean, the best intentions don't always translate into success when it's actually being implemented.
And we reward. We reward intentions more than we reward results.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
It
makes us feel good. It makes us,
It's so funny that you just, I don't know what made my ADHD brain, but like I was thinking of my grandfather, my grandmother were always big expression people, right? So I have all of these little, like, I don't know, Rachelisms and grandma Nana-isms and, Poppyisms. And my grandfather always used to say cream rises to the top, right? So like when you do something and your good deeds pay off, right? But then I was thinking also, like, then I was in a different environment last week, and somebody said, well, shit floats. And I'm thinking,
that's a good one.
If cream rises to the top and shit floats, we got a bunch of competing shit and cream going on, right?
That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, because I can really call out right now in an instant both things where I know that someone is exactly where they should be because of their success and their hard work and their EQ, IQ. They're the perfect person for that. And then I also can point out a plethora beyond, like actually plethora, like times 2. Infinity and beyond.
Ooh,
where
that's 80s
I'm not kidding you,
language.
because I really where the shit floated.
Right.
Where just shit floats and they are at the top telling others what to do.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah. It's not even like, just the fact that they have any type of influence is frightening.
Bizarre, right?
Frightening.
So do you have any expressions like that just like to counteract each other, that like contradict each other when you say, like?
No, not really. I never really thought about it. I like those expressions though. I mean, like,
yeah, right. Like sometimes people always laugh at me because I come up with those things. I do, but they sum things up so well sometimes. Yeah, they do. Better than I could ever say it on my own.
Yeah,
I like to pull those out.
Yeah, it's almost like a label.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah,
it's good.
So you had an idea. You showed me a video, a reel that I thought was fascinating. That really speaks to both of us, actually. Yeah, speaks both.
But I've been trying, I've been struggling through a couple of podcasts trying to explain it.
Yes. Right.
Like I felt like I was
So you feel like this video kind of puts it into work, like it gives the explanation you've been searching for?
Yeah, I think so. And I know so. And what's funny about me, once somebody can do that, then I can work on it where it won't happen again. Wow. You know what I mean? Like I need
I can't wait for you guys to see this video that really put Rob's thoughts into words and action.
All right. So I explained on a few podcasts, and I don't think I explained it so well, how there are times where I had these friendships and I kind of let things go until they reached a point. So what I've learned, but what I've learned is that I go to 1 to 7 instead of 1, 2, 3. So the people on the other end are always caught off guard because apparently I mask how I'm feeling
up to 7.
Up to 7.
Right.
So, and it's
or 8.
It's people who
are neurodivergent.
Typical minds will gradually go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 as far as their feelings are expressing and
right?
showing.
Yeah, so the listener knows what's coming and it knows that it's escalating.
Right, so they can make a decision to stop or continue. Yeah. Where the neurodivergent, they feel it inside, but they mask it until it reaches 7. So, of course, like everything else online, you talk about things and it magically pops up in a reel to explain it. So this guy was pretty cool. And I'll have it on the actual reel so people can see it, but I'm going to play it. Let me start it over.
Neurodivergents are often accused of having a really short temper. And I don't think that's necessarily true inherently, but I do know that it does often look like that. And let me explain. I made this little graph to help you understand. If you're neurotypical, the way you socialize information, the way you socialize interactions, you are sort of permitted to some degree to increasingly demonstrate your frustration, right? You see, you 1 all the way through 10 with this nice little color-coded gradient. When you're neurodivergent and you are working in certain environments that you don't feel very safe in, you're going to put on a mask. And with that mask, right, we don't have different masks for different degrees of frustration. we have the mask. And so if you're getting frustrated at something, you're very often, as a neurodivergent person, you're not showing that frustration in the same way that other people are. And so that means you're not showing that frustration in a way that most other people are going to see. So you're holding that mask while you're continuing to, let's just say, ask clarifying examples, or, demonstrate your side of the argument while whatever's happening that is continuing to frustrate you. And so you're going on and you're going on and you're going on. And on the inside, those levels are jumping up just like they would be for a neurotypical person. But on the outside, you're only showing that level 1, level 1, maybe a level 2, until the point where you've used up all of your energy that's available right now.
It's an ADHD tag,
that mask.
Yeah.
And so what that means is that mask drops, and now all of a sudden everybody that's around you can see that you're actually at a level 7 or you're actually at a level 10. This is why it looks like we just lost our shit, why we just threw a fit or threw
But I think that's enough. You get the idea.
Yeah,
but
and actually I have to say, as I'm listening to this man, I'm thinking, that's one of my daughters, like 100%.
Yeah.
And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm literally cataloging some issues that, some instances in my head where she's probably trying really hard to mask.
Right.
And then she just can't anymore. And that's the only thing I see.
And on the other end of that, she's not getting the credit how well she's doing masking it. So
that's the problem.
Yeah.
They
so
don't get the credit for trying to hold their shit together.
Yeah. But so that's what happens I told you that's what happens to me. I've gotten a few times over the last 5 years how I made people feel stupid that I had relations. And I think that's why, because I finally let's stop here.
What do you mean you make them feel stupid? Well, I don't know what you mean.
I guess they thought I was agreeing with them, or
all up until.
Yeah, because I would.
Oh, and then you come at them with what you really feel like, and they're sort of not. They're shocked.
Well, this is where I think I throw people off.
Okay.
And what I've learned, a lot of ADHD people have this too, and I think it's a Gen X thing, but I think it's more of an ADHD. But it's pattern recognition.
Okay.
Right.
In relation to what?
Like I'm paying when I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Like our friendship, I'm paying attention to your pattern recognition. How you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And does it make sense?
Okay.
You make a lot of sense. Your pattern recognition, and I think that's.
You mean it's consistent?
It's consistent
in that way? It's predictable.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Meaning like you're not a virtual singular. Like your moral compass is your moral compass. No one is telling you how your moral compass should be. And that's a compliment. Like it's a true moral compass.
Right. I don't flip flop.
Right.
I think.
Right. But sometimes it's like to me, if you feel something, think of any major issues.
Okay.
If you're mad that this person's doing something, but you weren't mad when this person did something, then it's no longer about the...
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's consistent across the board. It's not specific to the person or a situation.
Right.
It is what it is, no matter who's doing it or what's being done. Okay.
And most people...
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no.
I actually do pride myself on that. Like
you do.
Yeah.
You should. I don't know if... Yeah, no, you
I do pride myself. That's one of those things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't compromise certain things.
But also with these, to your compliment, I'm not kissing her ass or anything, but if I tell you something, well, this is what happened with this person, and you're like, oh, that's, you get disappointed sometimes that you didn't even realize, right? Or something. And that's when people go back, oh, whataboutism, because they don't like whataboutism a lot because it exposes that they're not consistent. For me, consistency is very important.
I agree.
And when I'm not consistent, I'll tell you, I don't care.
Right.
Like, I don't care in this
right.
It's the right thing. Like, I know I'm not consistent, but I don't care in this case.
Right. I see. Like, this is the way I feel, and it doesn't matter. Like, it may not be, my typical reaction.
Everything.
Well, there are. And I also think a growth mindset comes into, I know I use that all the time. I know people are like, but I do believe in a growth mindset. And I think that you've opened my eyes to a lot of things. No, but honestly, that I may not have looked at from
vice versa. I mean,
a different angle. Yeah. So, I mean, there can be that moral clarity that you bring into a situation. But then I also think that it's important to be I don't want to say moldable because it's not moldable. You don't want to be moldable, but
you don't want your leaders to be too moldable.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, open to seeing that the opposite of the absolute theory.
Right.
I don't, that it's not all black and white, that it's not all cut and dry, that it's not all, a zero-sum game, like that there could be, 2 sides to it or 3 sides to it, even a situation. So I think that as I've gotten older, that part of me has definitely grown.
Right. Gotcha.
But my moral and my, ethical compass, that's my North Star.
No, it's consistent. It's
that's
very
my
consistent.
North Star.
And what's funny is when I get into these, I guess, I don't know what you would call them, intellectual debates or whatever, I like trapping people. Now, maybe that's not a good thing for me. I like, and this is when shit hits the fan.
Okay.
Right? I like trapping people where there's no way to escape your inconsistencies. Like, explain to me why or how I'm wrong. And they always go back, these types of people, and they're nice people, they're very brilliant people, they always say the same thing. Well, there's a lot of nuances involved. Like, well, tell me the nuance. Like...
They can't point out specific nuances?
But they use that to try to undermine, but it's always the same, that pattern recognition with...
So what do you say? Right. So then what do you say about that person? You've recognized that as their pattern. How do you use the information that you gather from those visual cues? How does that help you navigate through relationships?
Well, it does, and it hurts relationships.
Well, better if I didn't clear of those people. Right. Well, so now have this gift or curse, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just,
right. It depends who looks at it or what view you're looking at it.
One of my favorite comedic episodes, comedian is Chris Rock.
Okay.
And,
I like him too.
And he did a episode on selective outrage, and he bashes both sides of the political party, gives great examples. To me, great comedians aren't funny, they're interesting. And Chris Rock, he's really not funny. Like, if you really look at his stuff, it's not funny. It's interesting. Like, it's...
Okay, and polarizing slightly, right? I mean, yeah.
More polarizing, but it's more interesting.
Okay.
And it makes you laugh only because he's talking about somebody you love or yourself. So that's why it makes you laugh. It doesn't make you laugh. It's not Eddie Murphy stuff.
I love Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it's not Eddie Murphy's, like, comedy or some of these other guys or girls. It's...
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right. And that's where, and I think that's when I get the, made me feel stupid. I think that's where that comes. And I could be totally wrong or like when you hear something a couple times.
So can you give me an example of where you say that you like to, give me a conversation where you've then zinged somebody?
It's usually polarizing. It could, I mean, do you really want to know? I mean, it could be a polarizing, they're usually polarizing topics.
No, I don't want, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but they're usually...
Okay. And then you're just trudging along in a normal conversation.
I'm mad at this guy saying something and doing something, but I wasn't mad. That same person wasn't mad when they were doing the same exact thing, and there's proof, and the data supports it.
And then, so what do you say at that point?
I said, how come you weren't upset, 3 years ago when this was happening? Like, I'm just curious, like, why weren't you?
Well, so then I don't know. That's just calling people out.
Right.
You like to call people out. I don't think trapping.
Right, I go 1 to 7 and it's like a trap. No,
But do you think, to me, that's an interesting.
I don't start it off from the beginning.
Now you purposely lead them?
No, I just.
So then I don't look at that as a trap.
Right, maybe it's not.
Because a trap to me is deliberate. Like, you deliberately set a trap.
It might be a trap from 7 to 9. How about that? Like,
yeah, but at that point,
I know.
Tried to save them up to that point,
right?
No,
I ignored it a little bit. I was hoping it would go away.
That was your defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Though. You're not. You did try to save them, though. I feel like.
Well, yeah.
Because you could have flipped out.
Maybe they feel like they were trapped or something.
Okay, well, that's a different
story.
And that's really, I mean, I don't know. I've had therapists and you can't control other people's feelings, right?
Right.
And that's something that you can't be in control. Now, perception and intent are completely different things, right? What you intended didn't land necessarily, right? But that's a whole different story. So you can't really control how somebody else feels from 7 to 9, right?
Yeah. No, that's true.
I mean,
I think my problem has always been I we're around too many people that think way too differently for me. Like,
right.
And not around anybody that thinks like me. And that's not healthy.
Okay.
But,
wow.
Like you need, like now I have people in my life that we text that, you know, like it's some like inappropriate stuff, but it's, you know, like it's fun, you know, it's fun stuff. And I think there's a balance now. I think before I was in these group texts where everybody disagreed with me.
And it was just constant.
Yeah. And I was holding my own. It was like these political shows when they have like either 5 conservatives or 5 liberals and the one conservative and the thing. And then it's just,
it's like you're being targeted.
But that was that ADHD dopamine rush.
Yes.
That really.
Well, you liked it probably in the moment. It feeds something. Yeah. Definitely feeds some kind of fix.
Because I usually have a pretty good, in my opinion, when I have to, when it's important, have a steady pattern recognition. Like there's some, you know, I'm pretty wild sometimes.
Do you think, so then now I'm thinking about me and how what somebody had said to me once in a conversation,
stuck with her. Uh-oh.
Well, it did. I think I shared it with you. It was in the context of a parent conversation.
Oh, right.
Me as a parent. And the person said, wow, you have this habit, you have this knack. It wasn't a habit. It was this knack for making people think they're okay. And then all of a sudden you come at them and it's just like you obliterate what they thought they had like as their foundation.
Same thing.
Right. So, right. And so what I'm asking you is, do you think that's an 8? Like, do you think that's an 8?
It is. I think that's what the guy was saying.
Now it's connecting with me just in a different context.
Right. Yeah, I know it is.
Where we are able to.
I thought you were on my side. And then...
I was, but now I'm connecting it to my. Right. You're connecting it more like you connected it more to like politics, where you went like
not all the time. It's just.
But for me now, I'm connecting it just to an everyday like situational conversation. Where yes, but I wonder. I thought it was an intellectual thing, but I'm wondering if it's more of a being able to read the room and anticipate where they're going. Like I when he said this person. I said, because I've already anticipated where I think you're going to go in the conversation, and I'm ready to jump on that. And as soon as you get there, you don't realize that I've already...
Same thing.
Yes.
Same thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a neurodivergent thing?
Yeah. According to... You know, look, I'm no expert, but...
But it's not always... See, but when I thought of that, I'm thinking, when I see that meter, I'm thinking that it means you lose your shit.
Well, to them, you lose your shit.
But he was the guy who was saying it to me. Didn't mean that I would like. He meant that I was like I would just like drop a bomb. Like
I didn't take it like that. That's funny.
You may think I see. That's how I took it with him. Is because like they would say something.
It is a bomb to them, though. It's not a bomb to you.
Right. It is a bomb to but not in a volatile way. No, so when I see that meter with the
none of my stuff is volatile, by the way.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it's very
calm. For me, it got
like
thrown off with that meter because
like sociopathic.
I guess, but you have to understand though, I guess in an educational setting, when we see meters like that, that's like the calm zone. And then like and then when you see the red, like, the orange is you're getting really pissed off. And then you're in the red and it's like, the kid is far gone or student, whatever. So I think in my head, I associated that more with an outright reaction, like a volatile reaction, not just a verbal, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it took me that aha moment to figure it out that it was the same thing.
Right.
I'm explaining the connection now.
I get
that's where, so I know.
That was easy for me to understand.
Yeah, we were on the same page, but I guess I didn't internalize it to something that was less palpably freak out.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
It's always funny. Like, I have conversations with myself. Sometimes my wife was like, who the fuck are you talking to in the bed? I was like, myself.
I always talk to myself.
No, but like I'm answering like I'm somebody else.
Oh, I am too.
Like I'm practicing a fight even.
I am too. I do that all the time. I talk situations out, both sides, by the way.
Like she's like, who are you talking to?
There are people who don't speak to themselves. Do you think there are people out there who never have conversations with themselves?
These are very interesting dialogues.
Okay, but I understand that. I get that. I'm not surprised. And I'm not sure that I would want to always be privy to those. So, wow.
No, I don't. I don't know if she's. She just walks in a room like shaving or something.
And you're having a conversation, and she's like,
yeah, like an interesting one. Like it's okay. Yeah. Like I'm interested in both sides. Like I'm saying,
yes, you are.
These people are making good points.
Wait, are you playing devil's advocate?
Yeah. It's like
I do that too. I have to but that's why that's why you're able to go into situations and drop the bombs. Because you've already had the argument in your head or out loud while you're shaving.
Do you ever have an argument that you want to have or a discussion you want to have and you make it happen? That's my favorite thing to do.
With a person or by yourself in the bathroom?
No. To a group of people. Like I want to.
Like you create the situation?
Yeah, I do that a lot. Or I used to.
Sure, I do.
Nobody talks to me anymore, really, but you. But so there's really nobody.
I'm sure. It's funny. Is there a connection here? Because my circle's getting even smaller than it was before. By choice,
even
though.
People never ghosted me before, ghosted me now.
Yeah, but
I'm good.
yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah,
but I make fun. Are you ghosting me now?
Oh, you do? You call them out in the moment?
These are people. They're not doing anything. Like,
do they say anything about ghosting?
No. It's just funny.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, but now I understand it. It's so funny. Like through my whole life, like whether it's my marriage or friends, it's like I always felt like I'm the one who has to change.
Always.
Yeah.
Or adapt, or adjust,
yeah.
Or say it's okay,
or
whatever.
There's always something wrong with me.
Yeah. Well, that's a towing the victim line too, though, a little bit. Like that could be towing the victim line.
No, I agree with it though.
Oh.
Like it's not. I agree with it to a certain point. You know what I mean?
I think, but I think you laid a boundary last week or 2 weeks ago where you were like, "That's as far as I'm going to go, and I'm okay with not going any further than that." You said that
to you
about your thought process. Yes, I don't remember.
Oh, it's okay. That's interesting. If I said that, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, it was about something that was written online, and then you said, and you were like, I'm
fine with it.
I'm totally fine with that, and I thought that was a really good boundary. Like, I get that. Like, there has to be a certain point where you don't expect the person to lose who they are completely just to absorb.
I think I didn't remember the whole conversation, but I knew at the time I was being careful with things. So if I wrote what I wrote, it was okay.
Exactly. Like So you set your boundaries, and I absolutely respected them. And I think that that's a really healthy way to be. And you can't expect, I think there has to come a point where, and we were just talking about this off air also about certain people, that if you're going to allow certain people to stay in your life, right? And I don't even want to say allow, because that's like, if you are going to choose to keep people in your life who may not necessarily display all of the, characteristics that you would want in such a great friend all the time, you kind of have to, at a certain point, say, okay, well, this is who they are, and I either accept them for who they are, or I walk away.
Yeah.
And I can't ask them to consistently change. Like, that's who they are. So I have to.
Right.
That's up to me now. Either you accept it or you walk away. Shut the fuck up otherwise, right? Like, I do think that there has to be a certain point where you can't expect people to just change everything about them to conform.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Then they were a chameleon.
Yeah.
And a flip-flopper, and which we see a lot of.
Right. Yeah.
All over.
And a lot of people it's just better for them to be around people who think exactly like the echo chamber, like for them to be happy.
Right.
They need to be in the echo chamber.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be challenged. And there's not, I don't know. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, and
it is,
and you can live a happy.
Absolutely.
I know a lot of ignorant people.
So do I.
Some of the most happy people
right?
are very.
I know. Sometimes I wish I was able to shut more things out.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah. Honestly, wish that I could shut more things out and not care so much about. And I don't want. I don't want to sound as though I'm this.
Yeah.
High and mighty. I care about, but I do wish that there are sometimes I could compartmentalize things better.
But you don't, and me too, like, we don't care about everything.
No, we don't.
But there's some people that care about everything.
Right, like they at the same level, do you mean? Like every single thing is...
You could tell by their profile picture what they're caring about this week. Like every week. Like the people that change their profile picture every week. Mm-hmm. Like once in a while, but every
right. I see what you're saying.
Something out. It's like, that can't be authentic.
Well, isn't that I'm going to bring up an expression. If you stand for everything, if you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. Yeah. I think the same thing goes that if there's not like
the opposite.
If you just let every single thing into your life at the same level.
Right. And that's
right. So
that was good.
Right.
No,
at the same level. At the same level. There has to be a hierarchy of caring.
Bothers me.
Yeah, I think so.
The level.
Right.
It's always the same.
It's all the same.
It's like...
balls to the wall.
Somebody reached out to me a week ago that I haven't talked to in a while. And I was like, so what is everybody upset about this week? Like, I didn't do it though. It was going to be like a passive aggressive thing. Because that was the relationship. It was always it was just funny.
Just
I let it go.
Griping session.
But I actually don't know what everybody's, because I've been on Facebook.
I know.
I don't know what people are upset about.
I can tell you.
Like, I really don't know. Like, I don't know what it is.
There was something funny that came across the other day, and I was going to text it to you, and I forgot what it was. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm going to leave him alone, and I'm not even going to, because it was sort of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I would have to look. But I do believe somebody else said something like, really? And then I was like, okay, I'm not even going to I'm not even going to let this have any more airtime than it does. So, all right, we're talking about our ADHD things. I want to bring in an ADHD quirk, neurodivergent, whatever you want to call it. I have some idiosyncrasies. They didn't even start with me. They actually started with my sister. I'm going to blame her. But I have to give a little backstory, because I'm sure there are people out there who could probably relate to this in our generation. Growing up, we didn't have a ton of money to take flights anywhere, and my dad worked in the garment center. So every year in the garment center in Manhattan, it would shut down the week of July 4th. So the week of July 4th, we would all pile in my dad's car, and we would go somewhere either up or down the East Coast. For some reason, we never went in. We always just went up or down the East Coast. As far as up as Quebec, as low down, we never even went down to like Georgia. I think the lowest we ever went was like Virginia Beach, actually. But we would go up and down, and my dad was a very big AAA person back then. Like, do you remember the triptychs?
Yeah.
That thing, that like map thing, and he would sit with the guy at AAA, and he would have them highlighted, the whole route, and one of us would have to hold the map while we were driving, God knows where. And we would stay in motels. And when I say motel,
no, I know what you're saying.
I mean, in the loosest sense of the word.
Yeah.
Like wherever.
Yeah, like some in our hometown.
Right. And because there weren't like hotels like that. And we were just driving. Very often it wasn't planned ahead. He would see the AAA sign, and he would be like, oh, great, AAA, let's stop there. It's got to be good. And my sister developed the ultimate skivats. When I tell you, it's her cocoon. So she wraps herself in from a very early on. So like this started very early on. She would bring an extra sheet from home and a blanket, and she would wrap herself, and not one part of her touches the bed at all. Good. And we would make fun of her for a very long time until I guess I got old enough.
Yeah.
And
the bed bug stories. And then like the black lights where they would go in afterwards and like show the black lights. And even though they said that it was changed, and you would see like the human. Yeah, I know.
Coming up and so the more I thought about it, really, I started to really get my sister's.
Right. Phobia?
Yes. So.
Legit phobia.
Legit. Totally. And then here's where it got real. So over Christmas, I do follow Bethany Frankel on social media, and over Christmas, Bethany Frankel, 5-star hotels, doesn't matter, right? This just proves it.
Right.
She stays to the nines, 5-star luxury all the way. She's in St. Bart's and contracts a bacterial infection all over her face. And I don't know where else on her body.
Yeah.
From the sheets.
Oh my God.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
So I'm going away to an all-inclusive. I went away this past summer on a cruise. My kids laughed at me. I have, I guess, what's considered a sleeping bag liner that zips up all 4 sides, and I use that now. My problem is, and I will link it.
You bring your own pillowcase too?
Well, so here's my problem. I didn't bring my own pillowcase. I brought my own pillow.
Okay.
But I brought one of the smaller travel ones that like is memory foam because I knew you could roll it up and I could fit it in my suitcase. It was so small. I was on a cruise and I was in, I was with my kids. So we all had a twin, which was totally fine. So it was okay for the size of the twin bed, but I didn't have a great night's sleep every night because the pillows are so effing small. So here's what I need. And I need you guys because you're everywhere and we love you and we love your feedback. Rob really loves your feedback, actually. He's more on it than I am. Like, he even asked me if I wanted him to back off on the comments so that I could have a chance to answer some of you. But I need help from you guys. What can I use at a hotel so that I can still utilize their pillows, but not have to touch any part of it in my zip up?
Yeah.
That's what I need. And I need the link.
That, people.
Yeah. And then that makes me want to ask you, what idiosyncrasy things, what characteristics, what like habits do you have that you think people would think are crazy?
Ooh, habits and...
Like, is there one like that? Like, if Gina came and zipped herself up, would you be like, what are you doing?
I get it, because I think about it all the time.
You do?
Yeah, like I actually think about it because I get hotels here and there, and but yeah, I do think about it. But I would be worried about bringing the bed bugs with me.
Well, okay, so where I teach, and I'm not going to say, but that is an issue. And any education, actually, that's an issue. It actually doesn't matter where you teach nowadays. That can be an issue anywhere. So that's something that I deal with even daily.
So you're good at it.
I deal with that daily, and I deal with roaches that I could possibly, the eggs and all that. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, like I won't let my bags go on the floor. I bring out one of those, the luggage thing that they put in your room. And I will very often ask for more than one so that nothing ever touches the ground. Right. I also don't unpack my stuff ever. My stuff never goes in a drawer.
When you shower, do you have shoes?
No.
I do that.
In a hotel?
I'll wear like my flip-flops.
You
like,
will.
If I'm,
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
pee in the shower all the time.
I know, but don't you feel like and okay, this is crazy, and maybe this is a wacky way to think, but like the shower to me seems like the thing that's the easiest to antibacterial clean.
Sure.
So I feel like if they're going to clean anything, that's the thing that's going to get the.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the quickest. But I have a ritual when I walk into a hotel room. I bring a can of Lysol.
Oh, wow.
And Lysol wipes.
Yeah.
And before I allow anybody to touch anything, I spray every single surface, including the bathroom, the robe hooks, the faucets, everywhere in the shower, the remote controls, the phones,
the remote's
everything.
A good one.
I spray it. The lamp things, I spray it all.
The remote's probably the best one.
I spray it all. And that also came from my sister.
Yeah.
And by the way, my sister now stays in 5-star hotels and still does this.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
So I stayed at a 5-star hotel in Mexico.
God, that's where I'm going.
I played soccer in Mexico for 2 weeks when I was 12. But
I'm scared.
Our whole team got crabs.
Oh my God.
And we're only 12. Because you don't get, it's not a sexually transmitted thing. I mean, fucking crabs.
From the bed?
Yeah, so we all get home, and I'm like...
Do you think, oh my God.
No, from the bed. Yeah, it's from the bed. I was 12 a long time ago.
Did they find the person who first had it? Do you think
probably the whole hotel? Like
the whole hotel.
That's and it was beautiful. Like I remember like walking in it, and it looked like it looked like a cathedral. Like it was a beautiful hotel. It was a 5-star. We were all proud of it. For most of us, it was the first time we were in a hotel.
Of course, right? 12 years old. Like,
I guess the good thing is, and don't forget, like we all went on the plane. Like who knows how many people that.
Oh my goodness, that you infected on the way home.
So it's really disgusting. But with that, with Krebs, like it doesn't go away until you put medicine on it,
right?
And it dies instantly. But
like lice, right?
Lice, yeah. Yeah, but I remember being in 7th grade or whatever, and I remember feeling it, picking it up. I'm like, Then I was real introverted and shy. I didn't want to say anything. Like,
did you have to go to the nurse? Like, how did you?
I think it was brought up when I got home that day.
Somebody else knew?
My mom was still alive. She goes, let me check you for something.
Oh, she got the phone call.
Yeah. And
she got the phone call.
She already had the medicine and
she was ready.
Or they got it too. Like everybody got, my whole family got it. Because we were all in Mexico.
Oh,
like everybody got fucking crabs.
Did it spread in your house?
Yeah, it must have. Yeah, I don't know what. I was 12, 11. Yeah.
I mean, I had lice.
Yeah.
I've had lice before.
Yeah.
I mean,
crabs always has a little bit more of
a negative, like,
it goes to a
sexually transmitted disease, right? Yeah. Like, crabs. Yes, especially back then.
So I'm Rob Wilson, and I had crabs before.
Oh no, you weren't a Friends watcher, but Joey did he was so excited because he got a commercial, and then they were like, yeah, but it's for syphilis or something like that. And it was like the big billboard. And he was like, oh, you're the guy, like the sexually transmitted disease guy.
Oh, God. I with my business, I have to do get stock photos and stock videos and these poor guys, because you're like,
oh yeah, right. That's interesting.
And you're allowed to use them because I can put it on anything and say anything about it.
This person's image can be on
anything because I pay for the rights to put it on this stuff, so I can post it on Facebook like it's a friend of mine, or like it's just you can really be associated with some wild stuff
and not even know that you were associated with it because you sold your image to whatever company.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Wow. Yeah, it's not even a company, really. I mean, it's a stock photo group, and you could buy it.
So, like, where do the photos originate from?
They submit them.
Oh, the person submits it themselves. Yeah, just for money.
Yeah.
So, like, if I wanted to make some extra cash, I could submit photos.
Yeah, like just walking your dog, because I'm Sometimes I need a picture of a woman walking her dog, so I'll type in "woman walking her dog." Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh my God, that's like. You don't know where you're going to show up 20 years from now.
It's like I do stuff where, because I do a lot of marketing for addiction places. So you could be on a national ads campaign for for anything. For
something as simple as Canva. Like, I use Canva. I pay for Canva Premium, and I create my lectures and I create my digital notebooks. I use stock photos all the time. Imagine, I never thought about who the people in the pictures are.
Right? Yeah,
it's like Sally Smith in Wyoming somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow, that's funny. Really interesting.
Yeah, they're real people.
There's so many ways to make money.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
There's so many ways to make money. How do you guys make money?
Yeah. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. I don't really know too much about OnlyFans. I do know.
That's not our generation.
Yeah, that's the next generation, right?
Gen Z, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. What is you can sell your feet and stuff. That's where I've heard OnlyFans. Like, a lot of people talk about
that's
weird fetish.
Oh. Yeah. Comes up on my ass.
I'm sorry, what? There's a specific FeetFinder place?
FeetFinder.com, I think. You never saw it comes up on my ads.
I don't. Now it will. Now I'm going to open my phone and FeetFinder.com is going to come up.
I hate feet. Yeah, I'm not a feet guy.
So there's a specific website for people to look at people's feet?
Mm-hmm. And you pay.
You pay?
Yeah.
Do you solicit? Do you commission feet pictures? Or do you just pay to see somebody's foot as they've described it to be?
Well, they may put pinky rings on different men. It's people who are into that stuff.
I mean, that's
harmless.
I know.
I don't get it. I don't get that stuff.
But there's a ton of ways to make money.
No, there is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Rachel's going to go get a pedicure on the way home.
It's too cold. And it just snowed here again. Bring on the spring. Bring on the spring.
We're ready.
We're ready.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.